Hey, Composing Gloves here, and today we're going to be doing just a basic chord building exercise, and it's just building some chords. We did this in the previous video, but I just want to do a couple with you so you understand what I'm looking for. And also, some instructors, because they're trying to keep up with the academic schedule of the school, they just sort of give you advanced stuff pretty quickly. They'll give you like a couple nice ones, then all of a sudden, before you know it, you've got like only 5 of these to do, but they're like these crazy chords that you're like, holy crap, man, like take it easy. So I strive to sort of get, we're going to be working our way up. Now, in terms, what I'm talking about is like, they'll give you like a whole bunch of 7 chords with a bunch of like flat 5, blah, 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 like all these things. Identify this chord. It's just going to be like this crazy chord. And so I still give you some difficult chords to do. For example, we have like a D sharp down here. That's a fun chord right there. So there will be an answer sheet included as well. So let's just do a couple. And so what we have to do is we have to build each major triad, or here we have to build each minor triad and label it. When I say label it, I mean with a chord symbol. So we say, here is a D. And so I've given you the bass notes, and all you have to do is use our methods we talked about. You can pick the one you want. So here is a D. So I'll put in my notes, right? And then I have to just check the interval. So I say D, and I'm making a major triad for these. So I say, okay, to make a major triad for D, I have to make this sharp. Now it's a major third, and then I could either go a minor third from using the stacked thirds method, or I could think of my scale and say, is A in the scale of D major? Or I could use, is A perfect fifth from D? So we have like a whole load. We could just do all these things. One of them is the easy one is you could just check, are these in the scale? If not, adjust it so that it is in the scale. So for now, we have this and we say, oh yes, A is a perfect fifth. It is in the scale, and it is a minor third from F sharp. So we're like, okay, it's definitely correct. So we say, okay, now we need to label it. So we hit Control T, and we just put this as it is a D major chord. Or yeah, I guess we're doing chords. So you can hit Control K. That does chord symbols. Okay, cool. So you just go through and you do that for each one. Let's do a minor one. I don't want to take this funness away from you. So let's do the G minor. So we have G, and we put in our notes. And we say I'll do the scale method this time. So look at this B flat, B, whoop, I blew the lid there. But anyways, we say, okay, is G in the scale of G minor? And we're like, duh. And then we say, is B in the scale of G minor? We say, no, it must be flat. And then is D in the scale of G minor? And we say, yes, it is. So this is it. And we can also play it and check it. You don't want to really get in the habit of having to do that though, because if you do, if you're taking a written test or you're writing on paper, you will get stuck. Like you won't get stuck. You'll be unconfident, not confident, whatever. You want to have confidence on your test. That's like the worst feeling in the world. We want to be confident in what we write down. Also, I do recommend playing it afterwards, but just to get a feeling of what it sounds like, because that will then allow you to write on paper and also have an idea of what it's going to sound like. There's this disconnect I see with students, and it's weird because they're taking these musicianship classes at the same time, and I'm like, this is like supposed to bridge that gap. Like, and then it ends up they're not practicing or doing enough listening or composition. Because chord building exercises by themselves are sort of rudimentary. You really need to compose with it to really get a good grip. So now we need to label this chord, right? So we hit Control K. And we say, what is this chord? Well, we look at the bottom note. This won't work forever, but for now, it works fine. And we say, well, we built this using G. So this is a G minor. So we put an M for minor. Sometimes you'll see lowercase g. That'll mean minor. You'll see them write M, min. There's a whole slew of ways this could look. But right now, it's G minor. So that's what's going on there. Lowercase m is minor. Uppercase M is major. But we don't write in our majors, right? It's just assumed. So if you see an M, it's probably going to be a minor, but it could be major or something. I don't know. So anyways, that is building each major triad. There will be an answer sheet included with the workbook that is included down below. If you have questions, let me know. Subscribe, support me on Patreon, and have a blessed day.